did AB ruin his chances at an NFL comeback?
Nope, not at all. Don't get distracted. I understand it's not the best look in actually define exactly what they asked you to do coming to the workout, but how did the workout go? Oof. AB was out there being AB, and I know they saw that. Oh, yeah. I'm not talking about entourages and the nutritionists. I'm talking about, did you drop balls? Did you look a mess?
I thought I read Sean Payton said,
well, Sean Payton gonna say whatever he got to say to kind of say why I'm not signing him in this moment, because the distraction is to talk about AB and all these antics. The reality is the NFLPA and your agent, Drew Rosenhaus, needs to earn their keep in this moment. You need legal clarity. Everyone's song is going to change once you have legal clarity to know how long is he suspended and when can I actually take advantage of him as a commodity on the field. Once that happens, you're not going to hear any issue with how AB is looking outside the football field.
Look, man, AB is going to eventually play again.
Yep.
However, AB ruined a great opportunity to go to the New Orleans Saints. And I don't think the Saints had any intention of signing him this year, but they were kicking the tires on maybe signing him next year and seeing what he would look like. And he hasn't hit rock bottom yet. So for AB to get back in the league, he is going to have to hit rock bottom where he's humble enough to come in and be compliant to what a coach or organization wants. Right now, he's still too Hollywood to have an opportunity to come into the league. All that other stuff, the entourage and the camera crews, they have to disappear before someone's going to seriously consider signing him.
Yeah, I believe he'll play in the NFL again. He's ruined his chances for this year, but the NFL has all but said you're not playing this year. Right. I actually do believe he's hit rock bottom. He just doesn't realize, like,
he doesn't realize
I've hit rock. You literally been suspended without being suspended. They need to press the NFL and say, what is it? Yeah. And the Saints, I don't believe they want to sign him this year. I'm with you. Because they know this was a test. If we're thinking about signing him, can I trust him? Okay, these are the conditions we're going to set forth.
Yep.
And you failed the test. They were just giving you a test, and you failed it. And so for that point, it doesn't look good. But he's too talented not to play again. Somebody's going to take a chance on him.
I'm not so sure. I'm not convinced because I'm not sure if he's ever going to come up out of his delusion and his film crews and the whole documentation of his whole life. And I'm just not sure if there's any teams, and particularly any legitimate teams, that want to bring that drama into their locker room. And I do think this was a test, not unlike the test the NFL gave Colin Kaepernick. And Colin Kaepernick showed up in a Kunta Kinte shirt, and AB showed up. They told, hey, who goes to a job interview and brings an entourage? I mean,
not at that status. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have had to be a guy to work out, but I was one of those guys that had to work out. You come humble, you just kind of trot in. Can I run some routes? Can I do whatever? So, yeah, like that was silly, idiotic.
Look, this was not a test because they weren't going to grade it. It doesn't matter if he aced it or failed it. They weren't making a test because they couldn't sign him. The real crux of this issue is his legal clarity or lack thereof. This isn't Kaepernick's interview as well or workout, because Kaepernick's workout, Kunta Kinte shirt, bad. Dribbling 5-yard outs, worse. Like, they saw that versus AB. I'm hitting them cuts. I'm hitting that 9 route for you. Lay it right where you need to. So they're in a completely different place. They just need to let everyone know with definitive answer, when is he coming back?
I thought I read this one, and someone correct me if I'm wrong. I thought Sean Payton's comments after the workout were, I think AB wasn't anticipating playing this year, and that's how he looked.
That's what he said.
And
yeah, he did.
And so I'm not sure if AB wowed anybody with his preparation. And again, that's why I go back. This was like a test. Is this dude serious? Yes, he's got great talent, but he's not even in shape. And then he's bringing 6, 7, 8 people along with him. I just think the NFL would look. The guy can play. They'd love to have him. He can help draw TV ratings. But I just don't know if the NFL is going to tolerate the silliness of AB at this point. The ratings, they don't miss AB. The NFL is perfectly fine without AB. I don't know which head coach, after what he did to Mike Mayock and John Gruden, after what he did to Bill Belichick, after what he did to Mike Tomlin, why sign up for that?
This needs to be a lesson to every player. And when I was playing, people used to always say, man, it's a privilege to play in the NFL. Yeah. And I used to be like, this ain't no damn privilege. I've earned this. What you talk? The further you get removed and you get towards the end of your career, you realize it's a privilege. When they tell you that early on, you're not listening to that. This needs to be a lesson to all the young kids out there. You can't conduct yourself this way. And the NFL is going to move on without you. It's done it with so many great players that have played in this league and that are no longer playing it. The NFL is going to keep rolling, man. Either you're going to follow suit or you're going to get left behind.
Yeah, that sounds good, TJ, and that's what I'm going to teach my kids. But then my kids going to come back and be like, well, Ezekiel just got paid. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's that culture over there. And then you're going to
talk to Zeke in 5 years. If he keeps that up, he's going to keep wanting to play.
Okay, but we know, I think everyone up here is saying, if you get legal clarity, we know he's going to be on some team. So that's going to be another team that's going to buy into that same culture.
So sure.
I'm not sure either because I don't know what his clarity is going to look like. But if you're saying that NFL is rolling along, not missing you, it's like, remember when we were growing up, we had Kool-Aid, and on the back it said 2 cups of sugar?
Yeah.
Who in the hell did just 2 cups of sugar?
You got to put 4
You got to put 4, 5. You got to dump
put 4 in there.
They go upside down with the sugar, right? And it feels like it can always be sweeter. Like, AB, yeah, we can roll this way, but you can always add a little more to make it better.
I'm going to go back to what we talked about on Friday. I just think AB is in a weird space in terms of the issue as it relates to women. Mm-hmm. And it's a funny bone issue for the NFL that they have to tread very carefully because whoever brings him back onto their team, if this dude spins out of control in any way, hurts himself or hurts a woman, that's on that team. That's on the NFL. That's why I think they're going to be careful. And they just did a little test. Hey, the Saints bring you in. And this guy just proved he's not serious.
Because the legal clarity that you wanted, the New Orleans Saints would have pressed the league for that if AB had been compliant. If he comes in without the entourage, he kills the workout. Yeah. Now Sean Payton is dazzled and saying, hey, we need to get him in the league. So what is it? But because he didn't do his job, now Sean Payton won't go.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.